we're going to be graphing. And we're going to be graphing lines, again, and we're going to be doing that by using the x and y intercepts.
Okay.
All right, and first, we're going to talk about even what an x and y intercept are, okay? All right, so I'm going to draw a line here. And it's going to cross both the x-axis and the y-axis. I might actually come down here, okay, like that. All right, and so we have an x-intercept. That's where it crosses the x-axis. And we have a y-intercept. Can you tell me the ordered pair for that one?
Okay. It would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10.
Okay.
And then
10 what? 10 comma what?
0.
Very good. All right. And this one?
10.
Yes. Is it? Where do I put the 10? Do I put it with on the x or the y?
On the y.
And then what do I put in the place of the x?
0.
0. Okay, I'm going to do another line. Okay. This time, it was a coincidence they were both 10. I'm going to make it so they're not both 10 this next time. So we're going to go like this. See if I want to get them on nice ordered pairs. There we go. All right, so there's another one. And we have an x-intercept there and a y-intercept here, okay? So this time we're going to find the ordered pair that goes right there.
Okay, 3.
Okay.
So 3, 0.
Very good. And this one?
4, 0. Or 0, 4.
Very good. Okay. All right, I want you to notice that these were the x-intercepts, and they both have a 0 somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And these are the y-intercepts right here, and they both have a 0 somewhere, but in a different place. Okay?
Okay.
The x-intercepts have a 0 in the where?
In the y.
In the y. And some value for the x. Okay? And the y-intercepts have a 0 in the x and some value for the y. Okay? Right. And that's always going to happen for x and y intercepts.
Okay.
Okay? And so if I had an equation like 3x plus 2y equals 6, and if they ask you to find the x and y intercepts, you can do this in the form of a t-chart or in the form of just putting your ordered pairs over here. If I'm finding the x-intercept, I'll put a 0 in for the y.
Right.
If I'm finding the y-intercept, I put a 0 in for the x. Zeros are really nice, okay?
Yeah.
So let's do the x-intercept first. And I'm going to actually scoot this over a little so I have more room. I should have made this, oops. And I'll move that x back over there. Okay, so I have room to come down. All right, so if we find the x-intercept first, I'm going to plug a 0 in for the y.
Y.
So plugging a 0 in for the y, I'm going to do it by hand first, and then I'm going to show you kind of an easier way. If I go 3x plus 2 times 0, that 2 times 0 goes away. It just means 0. So I didn't even have to write it.
So you can
It's kind of like doing this, making that just totally go away.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all right. So then I have 3x equals 6.
Oh, and then you divide by 3, so it'd be 2.
Yes, so this would be 2. Okay?
Oh,
All right, really nice. So let's take this totally.
You have it for the y,
Yeah.
and do it for the x.
So then, that's exactly right. So then when I'm going to solve for the y, I it makes a 0 go in there, right? So it goes away. So I'll have 2y equals 6.
Oh, so it'd be 3.
So it'll be 3. And now this case, it looks like we just stick these coefficients in there. It's not always that true, okay? Mm-hmm. For this one it is. Okay, so now all we do is come over here to our graph, and we graph 2, 0, which is right there, and 3, 0, which is right there. By the way, that's the one I had over here.
Oh.
No, I didn't. I had 3 and 4. My bad.
Oh, okay.
My bad. And then I draw my line through it. See if I can do this. Can I get it? I'm going to have to go. I wonder, am I able to, in the past, select? Oh, no, I can't. I was hoping I could pick it up and drag it down, so I'm going to just have to go. There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay? And then, of course, you always put your little arrows at the end.
Okay.
Okay, so then let's do another one. Okay, so if I had 3x minus 4y equals 6, and scoot it over so I have room for my little ordered pairs. Okay, so then I'm going to have 0 comma something and something comma 0. All right?
Okay. So
Am I finding the x-intercept here or the y-intercept there?
the x, y, I mean.
The y-intercept. So I'll find the y-intercept. So I'm going to plug a 0 in for x. That's like doing this.
So then it would be 4 divided by 6.
Yes.
Which is going to be...
A fraction.
But it could be reduced.
Yes.
So 2 over 3.
Very good. Oop. I'm going to put a 2 over 3 in there. Negative. Negative. Negative 2 over 3. 3 over 2. Is that what we said?
2. Well, yes. 3 over
3
2.
over 2. Okay, so let me see if I can fit it in there. It's so teeny. 3 over 2. Okay. Now, you know what? That's kind of hard to know. Where in the world is 3 over 2 on the graph? Can we put that as a mixed number instead of an improper fraction?
Yeah.
What is negative 3 over 2 as a mixed number? How many times does 2 go into 3?
1.
And how many was left over?
1.
Okay, that might be easier to find a 1.5 on the graph.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take this out. See if I can fit it in there. Negative 1 and 1/2. Okay. All right, now I'm going to get... You will show your work on your paper, but for just purposes here, I'm going to kind of try to move some stuff out. All right, now we're going to find the x-intercept by plugging in... What am I doing? Okay, so plugging in a 0 for the y this time.
So that gets rid of that.
Yes.
So then it'd be 2.
Very nice. Yes.
That was nice.
Okay.
So then...
So let's graph those.
So it'd be 1 and 1/2.
Yes.
So basically in between 1 and 2.
So we're going to go right there. Right? And then it was 3 on the y.
Right.
I'm sorry, we did that backwards. This is 0 comma 1.5. That means we go down.
Oh.
Come down. There. And then we have 3 comma 0, which is right
There.
there. And then we have to, with your ruler, it's going to be nice for you to just line up your ruler on there. Yeah. And I would suggest you use a ruler. It would be really nice to be able to do that. For me, I have to kind of figure out how to do this with this. There we go. Ooh, not too bad.
Yeah.
There we go.
That was good.
There we go. Last one.
Okay.
All right. Now we're going to have 3x minus 2y, and we're going to have an equal 0 this time. Okay. And so, if I plug in a 0 for the x and a 0 for the y, let's see what happens. It's going to give us a little different problem. So I plug a 0 in for the x, I'm finding the y-intercept, okay? So I'm going to have negative 2y equals 0.
Okay, so divide by negative 2, you can't do that.
You can.
I mean, that's the other way around.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, so it'd be 0.
Very good. Okay. So then when I undo that, actually, let's do this. I should have undone that. That was 0, we said. Let's do this again. If I put a 0 for this one now.
It's going to be 0.
It's going to be 0 again. That doesn't help us at all. We need 2 points. We know we have 0, 0. Okay, now, if this happens and you have a 0 on the other side, then you're going to have to find another point. You can't just do this. And the nice thing is just maybe find the slope. If you have a 0 here, if I move this to the other side over there by adding, I'll have 3x equals 2y. Are you with me so far?
Yes.
We want to find a slope, we have to have y equals mx plus b. So I want the y to be all by itself. So I'm going to move that 2 to the other side.
Man, so we just moved. Okay.
Okay, do you understand?
Yeah.
So we moved one over to move someone back, right? All right, so now I have
3 over 2.
3 over 2 is my slope. That means I move up 3 and over 2 from here. Move up 1, 2, 3, and over 1, 2. So we're right there. Are you
Okay, yeah.
Okay. And so we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, and over 1, 2 to be right. Yes, there. Okay, then we have our line.
Okay.
You didn't have to go twice. I just was repeating it just so you could understand what I was doing.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have to get 3 points, but it's nice. Okay.
Okay.
So if you ever get a 0 at the end like that, your x and y intercept is both the origin or the 0, 0, and that is where the x-axis and the y-axis are together.
Okay.
And so you're going to have to get another point. We did the slope. You could have just as easily come in here and put a 1 in and then found another point the way we've been doing before, if you wanted to.
Okay.
All right. All right. So we have just realized that when you find an x-intercept, it's plugging a 0 in for y. When you're finding the y-intercept, it's plugging a 0 in for x. Okay. And so what we did on the 2 problems, when we're going to plug in, it was nice to just come in here and just cover one up.
Yeah.
You can even put your finger over the top of it.
Yeah.
And then that's how you find them. Okay. If we're finding the y-intercept, we covered up the x. If we're finding the x-intercept, we cover up the y. Okay. And we found our nice. These ones had nice whole numbers. Okay. Integers. In this case, this one we did this. We got a fraction. That's not a problem. We could just do it partially between. Okay. This last one we got 0 for the constant on the end, and realized that the x and y intercept is both 0, 0. So we have to find another point, and we chose to do the slope.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
We're done.
Awesome.